often get asked what the Rusland movement is, why it's called the Rusland movement, and it's really just a nod to the arts and crafts movement, which we like to consider ourselves really a continuation of.
Some customers know exactly what they want, but I think a lot of customers come in and they sort of have a vague idea of what they want, but they want Dan to design something for them.
With every client who comes to us, first of all, Dan, who's our design director, he goes to the client's house, because when you're doing a bespoke commission, somebody's commissioned it from you for their home. So to make sure it's just right, we always visit the home, because we need to see how a person lives, the environment that the piece is going into. Having measured up the room, they'll create a 3D model on the computer.
So all of cabinet making firms I've ever worked to just work to 2D black and white drawings. We offer something like a rendered 3D thing that you can move around on your browser.
When everything's all agreed and signed off and we start work, then my job is to keep them involved in the whole process. We take photographs of the wood as it's delivered and it's in its roughest state. I take video as well, so that if there's a really interesting process happening on a particular day with the piece, the cabinet maker will be working but talking us through it as they're doing it, so that they can see as it develops. They can have a whole record of their piece from design right the way to the finished product.
The clients frequently actually visit the workshop to come and see what progress we've made, and they can talk through the pieces and how we're making them.
We want them to feel part of it because we're creating it for them, so we want their input, and it's going to be with them for the rest of their lives. So if they feel that they've had some involvement in it and they've seen it through, it's more special to them.
It's a combination of traditional skills and innovation and technology, because it does have its place.
There's no right and there's no wrong way, so we have to come up with a way that's good for us, using what we've got, using our experience, our skill levels. Everybody has a different skill set here.
Ro is very woodworky, James is quite scientific, and I'm quite creative, and then other members of the team bring other sort of values. It's great being in that position because you can learn from each other.
When we're doing a piece, there may be 2 or 3 people work on that piece because there's aspects of that piece that suits somebody's talents more than others. So that's why we work so closely together and have this unique bond.
The thing that I enjoy most about my job is what it all boils down to, and that is working with the cabinet makers to bring about this piece of furniture that hasn't existed before, and to deliver it for a client and for them to see it for the first time. It's really great.
We actually see the end customer and we see the smile on their face when we deliver the furniture, and we get boxes of chocolates and bottles of wine as thanks, you know, so we know that people appreciate the work that we put into things.
They put so much of themselves into it that you can't help but sense that when you see it. You pick up on their enthusiasm, you pick up on the fact that this matters as much to them as it matters to the client. And I think that's what makes the pieces that we're making now just as likely to be cherished and valued in 50 or 100 years' time as the pieces that were made 50 or 100 years ago are cherished by so many people now.